Atlanta Business Chronicles Biz. Sponsored by Georgia Power and Go Beyond Profit.
Good morning and thanks for joining us. We begin with a plan to bring a slice of Silicon Valley to Metro Atlanta. A group of Atlanta entrepreneurs is pitching a $400 million proposal to cluster tech companies in a new project. It's called the Augury Square. It would span roughly 30 acres and create an innovative community to attract more talent, much like Atlanta Tech Village. It would include large and small tech companies, housing, hotels, and shops. The group hopes to land in Midtown, but is still scouting for sites. The goal is to break ground early next year. Georgia lawmakers are playing all their cards to find new revenue sources in light of budget cuts. Legalizing gambling is now on the table as a way to boost tax dollars. In August, Governor Brian Kemp ordered state agencies to cut spending by 4% during this fiscal year and 6% in the next. It's widely thought the economy will slow down next year. Other options to generate more state funds include revenue from medical cannabis and taxing marketplace facilitators such as Amazon and Google. Well, if Georgia ever does legalize casino gambling, the Atlanta Motor Speedway might be the first on board. Its president, Ed Clark, is proposing a $1 billion casino resort next to the racetrack, which is south of Atlanta. It would feature a hotel, shops, restaurants, and possibly a theme park, concert venue, and nightclub. Clark says the project would create up to 5,000 permanent positions. A highly anticipated Kroger store just opened along the Atlanta Beltline's East Side Trail. A renovated version of what was once known as the Murder Kroger opened on Wednesday. The grocery store is part of the 725 Ponce office building right next to Ponce City Market. The old store closed back in 2016. The new store includes a large Starbucks, a pub on Ponce beer and wine bar. It also features murals from local artists and a green roof with plants and beehives. The owner of Ponce City Market is adding another historic property to its portfolio. Jamestown paid nearly $35 million for the Southern Dairies project. It was once the largest dairy in Georgia. It has since been renovated into modern office space. The property sits right across from Ponce City Market. No word yet on how Jamestown will use it, but analysts say office space in that area is in high demand. Atlanta-based PurposeBuilt Communities marked a milestone anniversary last week. It hosted its 10th annual conference here in Atlanta. The Robert Wood Johnson Foundation announced a $6 million investment to advance the organization's goal of transforming poverty-stricken communities into mixed-income neighborhoods that can thrive. The nonprofit started with a mission to revitalize the East Lake community. It now has about 20 neighborhoods nationwide in its network.